What's up, guys? Welcome back. We are going to do a full take, will contain spoilers for Happy Gilmore 2, which just released this weekend. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. If you guys don't mind, go ahead, give this video a like, hit subscribe to the channel, means a lot to me. Anyway, let's just jump right into this. So Happy Gilmore was one of the quintessential 90s movies growing up. I think it is one of those ones that is kind of embedded in my DNA at this point. It's one of those ones that any random conversation I'll probably pull a one-liner out of it or something like that. And it's also one of those quintessential foundational Adam Sandler type movies, right? So seeing X amount of years later that they were going to make a sequel to it, I was very intrigued to see what was going to happen. So let's break it down here initially by just talking about the cast, right? Of course, we have Adam Sandler. We see Julie Bowen is back for a little bit there. Christopher McDonald is back. Ben Stiller is back. Rob Schneider is back. John Lovitz is back. A lot of those original guys are back. And the way that the story works is he briefly talks about the height of his career that he was in Happy Gilmore. And then there was one day on, I think it was Mother's Day specifically, where he did the Happy Gilmore drive and he ended up hitting his wife off the tee shot and killed her. So then now 5 kids later, he finds out that his daughter is apparently really, really, really good at ballet, and she is accepted for this ballet school in Paris or something like that, but he doesn't have the scratch to fund it because he got into a drinking problem. So then he's like, well, I need to go back and do what I used to do, and that being golf. It turns out, though, that there is a new type of golf game that is in the running to kick the old school kind of golf out, called maxi golf, and it's supposed to be more fast-paced with shot clocks and obstacles, and it's basically like mini golf on steroids. And you come to find out later that all of the players that are within this league are genetically modified or surgically modified to be better at golf, and it's supposed to just be a way more adrenaline fueled version of golf. So what do when the traditional golf people hear about this? They go, no, we can't have that happen. So they have a challenge, and it ends up being a golf off. And it's just, anyway, that's really all I can go into as far as that goes. I don't think the story was needed. I really don't. We see the 4 sons that he has in the movie, and they are quintessential Adam Sandler characters. Anytime something even so much as pops off, they all go into hockey fight mode, and they all want to beat the out of each other. You have any amount of just random that's what she said jokes that get put in there. There was no shortage of celebrity cameos that made their way in there, just to name off a few. We have Bad Bunny that made his way in there, Kid Cudi, Eminem, Travis Kelce, Post Malone. There's a few other in there too. Guy Fieri made an appearance in there as well, right? It was just an absolute madness in questioning what you were watching on the screen at any given time, as far as this went. Now, I will say, for it being a comedy, I was expecting to laugh more, even if it was the dumb humor, right? Because self-admittedly, I'm not a huge Adam Sandler fan. He has his like foundational ones that I love, and like even Grown Ups I liked, right? But like I'm not a Adam Sandler for life, Adam Sandler die hard type fan. I really wanted this to at least kind of keep me chuckling throughout the movie, and I think I shook my head more than anything kind of throughout it. I don't think there was someone that had messaged me, and they were like, I'm curious to see what your opinion about this is going to be from someone's perspective who doesn't play golf, especially, if people don't understand what modern golf is like, they may not get some of the humor. And I understand that with golf, and especially in today's world with golf, that there is a lot more of the technology that goes into play. There is a lot more data behind it, so that you can improve, so that you can get better with it, as with anything else, right? I mean, you look at any kind of science and data that gets put into the training, into the development of these different athletes, everyone from F1 drivers, football players, baseball, you name it. I mean, the obscene amount of science that goes into sports these days of any variety is definitely prevalent there. And I don't know if that was kind of the point, to just make super big jabs at that within something like golf that is typically a very casual type game. But it was weird, right? And you get towards the end where they have the maxi golf off, and it's like every time that someone teed off. I mean, there was smoke bombs that went off behind them, and they had like entry music that was happening for every single one of them. At one point, once they all got done teeing off, then they're in these off-roaders. They're not even just golf carts. I mean, it was straight up 4x4s that were going through, and they're whapping the ball like what is it, polo style, right? And then you get to the final hole there, and then the environment changed on one of them, and it went to like snow and ice. And then on the very last one, where it came down to the final two, they get it on the green, but then all of a sudden when they stepped on it, the whole platform shifted, so they had to have their caddy go and stand on it and maneuver it a little bit. It was just weird, right? And it's just, the longer that I kept watching it, the more and more I was like, what in the actual hell am I watching? And for me, it makes me sad from the perspective that I really, really, really enjoyed the original Happy Gilmore. And this is now going to be the one where, as a lot of sequels do, and a lot of unneeded sequels these days tend to happen, where people are gonna say, you should have just left well enough alone with the original. You should have let it die. You should have let everyone just have the happy ending that they had, and just left it the hell alone. And they did not, and they touched it a lot, and I'm just kind of, I don't know. With all of that being said, some of the fun celebrity mentions: Travis Kelce played a waiter in there. He made an appearance for the dinner scene, and that was kind of fun to watch him just be a dork in that. Eminem made an appearance as the son of the guy in the original that yelled "jackass." So seeing him kind of square up with Sandler a little bit and ultimately get his ass kicked by Happy Gilmore's sons and then eaten by crocodiles, that was kind of fun to watch. Guy Fieri coming in and being the host of Maxi Golf, as he does with so many, and bringing his true Guy Fieri energy like you see as he does with Diners, Drive-Ins, Dives, Guys Grocery Games, all those kind of things, was fun to see. The players that then partook within Maxi Golf were just kind of fun to watch as well. So again, it was entertaining, and it's fine for the fact that it's a Netflix film. There's no way in God's green earth that I would have ever paid full price to go and see this in the theaters. I would have been so mad. But I mean, it was all right. It was all right. And I think between this one and then the other film that I saw this weekend, that this weekend might have been kind of a loss as far as how films in general did. But yeah, if you saw Happy Gilmore 2 and you have an opinion you'd like to drop on it, let me know what you thought down in the comments. I'd be curious to see what your thoughts on it were. Maybe I missed something because I'm not a golfer. Maybe this was true cinematic gold, and because I am not a golf person, maybe I just missed all of it. Maybe it just went right over my head. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Give this video a like. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. That way the next time that I update a video or upload a video for a quick take or a full take, you can be notified. But until next time, guys, see ya.